Today I would like to introduce to you one of the most renowned Polish movies of recent years. Cold War is a movie from 2019 directed by Paweł Pawlikowski. Before having directed Cold War, he was awarded an Oscar for the best non-English or foreign movie, which was called Ida. 2018 was a spectacularly successful year for Poland. Almost every month, the viewers learned about new awards the movie Cold War or its individual makers were granted. Pre-Oscars period, the winter of 2019, were especially abundant in awards, as Cold War was awarded some almost every single day. It is not possible to list all the distinctions the movie has earned, but I just have to mention this year's European Film Awards, as Cold War received 6 nominations and 5 awards, including Best Movie, Best Actress and Best Director. Nomination to Academy Awards in 3 categories, Best Non-English Movie, Best Director and Best Cinematography for Łukasz Żal, was the cherry on the top. Never before had Poland gained such a success in terms of the cinema. Now you may ask, did the movie deserve all the prizes? European awards are not particularly surprising. After all, Cold War not only is a love story, but also it is a depiction of a difficult time in the history of Europe. This history and the way it was told seemed to be the greatest merit of the director. In Pawlikowski's movie, what is the most important is left unshown. In the guise of melodramatic events, we can see a tragic struggle of individuals and the whole culture with the mockery of the history. One of the critics said, "What is important, the plot is not linear. We move from one important event in the history of the continent and the characters' lives to another. In this movie, the characters are only universal symbols of thousands of similar fates. In this context, the Oscar nomination in the category Best Non-English Movie may be surprising. Most of the Polish people thought that Ida, which simply speaking tells about the trauma and mourning after the Holocaust of Jewish people on the Polish land during the World War II, had already exhausted the potential of such movies. What do I mean by such movies? Ida and Cold War are similar in terms of construction and direction. I'm not going to lie, I love Cold War, and this is the reason why I decided to recommend it to you instead of Ida. I believe that Cold War is not only, or maybe not at all, a love story. Did the characters even love each other? You have to decide it yourself. But Cold War surely is a movie about a great history, even greater than a man. As I already mentioned, the Oscar nomination was shocking for many people. But it turned out that Paweł Pawlikowski, who was brought up in Anglo-Saxon culture and would only direct English movies before, knew how to charm the audience. What delighted me most was the nomination for Łukasz Żal. In my opinion, the shots are masterpiece, and because of them I could watch the movie over and over again. The shots are the strength of this movie, and it was in the case of Ida too. In 2019, Łukasz Żal received an ASC award granted by the American Society of Cinematographers. And this way, as the first Polish man in the history, he joined a prestigious circle of artists who earned this distinction. I can't omit to tell you about an extraordinary music in this movie. The whole history revolves around one constantly rearranged melody.
Dwa serduszka, 4 oczy, ojojoj, co płakały we dnie w nocy, ojojoj. Dwa serduszka, 4 oczy, ojojoj, Wiktor!
Dwa serduszka, 4 oczy, ojojoj, co płakały we dnie w nocy, ojojoj.
It is a song by State Folk Ensemble of Song and Dance Mazowsze. Its title is The Little Hearts, Dwa Serduszka. In the movie, it is sung by an actress, Joanna Kulik. And I have to tell you that after you have heard it for the first time, you will be crooning it for weeks or even longer. It is a song you will surely remember. As a curiosity, I will tell you that Chris Martin, the Coldplay vocalist, said it is one of his favorite songs. I hoped that just like me, you will love Two Little Hearts and the history and shots in Cold War. Enjoy the movie, even though it is definitely very sad.